What's up, YouTubers? It's time for What's Going On? Why is my voice so deep? This doesn't make any sense!
Anyway, it's time for another deck opening video. But today, guys, it's a little bit different. We're going to be opening Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel Starter Deck Duels of Tomorrow. Now, guys, I may as well point out, if I'm good enough with my editing, if you look on your notification page or whenever I upload videos, if you're part of the notification squad, whatever that is, you should be able to notice I've uploaded both this video and its brother, sister, twin, however you want to say it, video of me opening up the other version of this. So basically you choose what order you want to look at these videos. Well, you can probably tell if you which one I start first, which one I start second. But anyway, let's get straight into this video, guys. By looking at the packaging, we've got pale white Settle Kaiba. I thought it was a little bit more tanned, but I guess not. We've got Joey. Kaiba must be dreading knowing he's sharing a box with Joey. And Mai in the corner, so we've got the two lovebirds in the back, while Kaiba's just giving us the glare of evil, just staring into our soul. Just staring into our soul. Okay. And it's all done with a nice blue techno background. Speed Duel. And we got a list of cards you can get in the background. But yeah, that's it for the box, guys. We shouldn't really care about the box because we're going to open it up anyway and having a nice look inside. So let's open it up. Alright. So already the box hates us for pointing out Kaiba is with Joey and his bird. Is it canon that they're together? I really hope it is, because I'm a big Joey times my shipper. Anyway, open up. There we are. And as everything inside, first deck we pull out is Mai's, and she's got some Amazon. He does have some Harpy Lady. That's good. Let's see what else do we get. The mat, we've got some extra cards, we'll take a look at the bit. But here's the mat with everything inside. Ah boy, there we are. We've got the list, rules for speed dueling, we've got the what to do, and of course how to use a skill. And note that cards for speed duel is what's in what we should be using in text. Okay, I'll go over the rules of the speed duels for those of you who do not know. Rule number 1: each player begins with 4,000 life points. Hit 0, you lose. Alright. Rule 2: if you have a fusion monster, purple card, like Thousand Dragon, place them in the extra deck zone. Rule 3: your deck needs to contain 20 to 30 cards. Your extra deck, if there's any fusion monsters, card can be between 0 and 5 cards. Why is it constantly mentioning fusion? Why not like Synchro, Xyz, Pendulum, and heck, even Lynx? In fact, if I look at the back of this, they haven't got extra monster zones. So what if we want to use those? It's not really thinking these rules through, are they? Rule number 4: shuffle the cards in your deck together before the duel begins. Rule number 5: you can't have more than 3 copies of the same card in your deck. Rule 6: each player chooses one skill before the duel and plays it face down in front of them. Rule 6, is it? Am I up to 6? No, 7. Flip a coin at the start. The winner gets to choose who goes first or second. If first, don't draw. Second, you do. And final rule: each player draws the top 4 cards to start the duel. And that's it for the stuff. We've just got a mat now. And of course, check out the mat. Dark Magician Blue Eyes, decks, graveyard. We use 3 of each zone, field spell, and extra deck zone. So quite nice. Anyway, continuing on with the decks that we got here. We've got Joey and his red eyes. And finally, we don't need this anymore. Throw away because we have got Kaiba's deck. Nice. Alright, so here's your Duel Duelman, Kaiba, Joey, Mai. But let's take a look at the extra cards we have got. So there goes the plastic. And here's the cards swung around, and we get Champion Vigrams. I think that's how I pronounce it. And if I catch it alright, correctly, guys, we've got Speedle tattooed on the bottom there. Not really happy about that. Fusion Gate, a Fusion Field Spell, and Amazon's Village. Quite nice. Kind of like, it's like one card per each duel set. Do you want to power up? But anyway, let's go straight into Kaiba's Speedle deck here. To open it up, you got this thing here. You just rip off like so. And hopefully you can continue using this as a deck box. Anyway, our first one is a field spell. This is our skill card. This is what skill cards look like. Peak Performance. I kind of get the joke because it's got like mountain peaks. I kind of like that in real joke. All dragons, winged beasts, and thunder monsters gain 200 attack points, and of course, the image is based upon an original field spell that was first introduced. And we flip the cards over. It gives us information about the skill. It's a set of Kaiba skill and rulings as to how to activate this skill. At the start of the duel, place this card in your field spell zone and flip it over. Alright, so when you want to activate it, give it power up, you just put it in the field spell zone, flip it over. Alright. Beat Down. Another skill. If you control a level 5 or higher monster, you can activate this skill. All monsters you currently control gain 300 attack for each level 5 and higher monster you control. At the end of the turn, flip this card over. So it's like a one-time power-up card. Alright, flip this card over when you activate the skill. Okay, and Dragon Caller. Once per duel, you can activate one of the following skills. If you successfully normal summon Lord of Dragons, add one Flute of Summoning Dragons from your deck or graveyard to hand. And you can reveal the Flute of Summoning Dragons from your hand, and then add one Lord of Dragons from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So it's a Lord of Dragons combo situation there. So you can only use your skill once per duel, and flip this card over when you activate this skill. So it's like a last resort sort of thing. Alright. And of course we got our main deck here, and all these cards here. Should note that they have the watermark or tattoo, however you want to say it, Speed Duel on there. You can probably see it, just see it a bit. Yeah, I don't really like the fact that the Speed Duels are like tattooed over them. You can even feel it, mainly because if you get the light on it, you can then not be able to read the cards, and I just don't like that whatsoever. Anyway, we got Blue Eyes White Dragon to start us off with. We got Balrox ×2. Rio Kenshin Powder. Rio Kenshin Powder ×2. Luster Dragon. Lord of Dragons ×2. Twin-Headed Baphomet. Tyrant Dragon. Spirit Ryu. Kaiba Man. Flute of Summoning Dragon. Stomping Destruction. Cost Down. Burst Stream of Destruction. Mountain. Interdimensional Matter Transporter, that's a mouthful. Dragon's Rebirth. And Trap Jammer. As usual with Speed Duel decks, guys, we only have 20 cards here and 3 skills. So yeah, this is kind of why I don't really like these Speed Duel rules. You're using like half a deck, when I think you can probably go through it with like a normal size deck, which is like 40 to 60 cards. I'm guessing because everything's been cut in half with the field, I'm guessing that's why they cut these decks in half as well. Anyway, that's Kybers. This is when my tongue stops working. Let's go to Joey's deck with Red Eyes. I kind of like this deck box at the moment because of a nice purple red combination. Red Eyes just looking menacing and Joey just going yes. And of course on the back, list of cards, all that's happening. But let's just crack this open and see what we get. Now, if I recall correctly, because I've just looked at this, we've got some fusion monsters, which is probably a nod as well to the first ever starter deck that came out of Joey, where it was like the first ever deck that ever had a polymerization inside, which I like, actually. That's a nice little nod for the speed duel, a bit nod to the past. We never got my deck, which is sad. Anyway, our first skill card here is Gift. At the start of your turn, you call 2 numbers and roll 6-sided dice. If you roll a number you called out, your life points do not get lower than 1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. This skill can... So, the lowest life points you can have is 1? Am I reading that correctly? Yeah! So, with this skill, you can actually have life points... You can actually lower your life points down to 1. Jesus, that is awesome. I can think... That can go with the Winged Dragon of Ra! Yeah! Yeah, so if people run the Winged Dragon Ra and use the skill, you can actually do like a Marek sort of situation where you transfer all but 1 of your life points to Ra. Oh my god, I love that! I love that! I want to do that! And of course the skill, flip this card over when you activate the skill. Alright, last gamble. I believe that's a trap card anyway. At the start of the 5th turn you activate this skill, count both players' turns. During your main phase you can reduce your life points to 100 and discard 2 cards from your hand. Roll a 6-sided dice and draw cards equal to the result. The skill can only be activated once per duel. So this is kind of like a, if you want a fresh hand sort of situation, or if you've got cards in your hand that you're better off in the graveyard, or if you're like really low and you just want a fresh hand. But again, it requires luck. You can just draw 1 card, or back just draw another 2. That's the worst thing. That's the worst situation, I think. But anyway, yeah. To activate the skill, flip over this card when you activate the skill. Keep it hidden. Anyway, Palomine Zayton? What? That must be a reference to the sub. I've never seen the sub anyway. But Palomine, I recognise. During your turn, you reveal 1 normal monster in your hand. This turn, that monster can substitute for any fusion material. If you do, the other fusion material must be correct once. The skill can only be used once per duel. I think a lot of fusion users would probably use this, like some probably Neos maybe. So they could do some contact fusion and then like Blue Eyes, White Dragons as well. Maybe Dark Magician. Flip this card over when you activate the skill. So I can think of a lot of situations where this will be useful. Anyway, Joey's deck. We have Red Eyes Black Dragon. We have Meteor Dragon. Flame Manipulator. A lot of these cards came from the original Joey deck. Yeesh. Misaki, the Legendary Swordsman. Alligator Sword. Baby Dragon. Time Wizard. Little Wingard. Copycat. Guilford, the Iron Knight. Gifrid, sorry. Polymerization. ×2. Stray Lambs. Because you can't use Scapegoat. Legendary Sword. Sogan. Or Sogin, I guess. Dicefoon. Graceful Dice. Skull Dice. Kunai with Chain. Red Eyes Spirit. Fusion Monster Time. Flame Swordsman. Thousand Dragon. And Alligator Sword. Very nice. I wish we kind of like me or Black Dragon, but that's probably a bit too much for this deck because like Kaiba doesn't have Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, sorry, and Yugi does not have his like Dark Paladin. So I can see why we haven't got like Neo Black Dragon, even though we've got Neo Dragon in this deck. Alrighty, I kind of like Joey's card, but it relies so much on luck, and my luck can only get me so far. I'm never that lucky. Although some of you might disagree with that. But anyway, let's go with My Valentine here. We've got a nice reddish background with the Amazon right there. And of course, it's the cards. So let's open this up and see what kind of skills My gives us. I'm pretty sure we might eventually get a bridge skill card. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure Lord Karibo would like the idea of his own skill based upon his bridge. Anyway, aroma strategy. Aroma strategy. That's a nod to when we first went a duel against Maya and she was cheating with perfumes. You may look at the top cards of your deck at any time. What a skill. So you basically plan ahead. And of course, the back, at the start of the duel, flip this card over. What is up with the engines in the background? I'm sorry for the engines, guys. Flight of the Harpy. If you lose one, is that say 1,000? 1,800 or more life points is when my eyes start to go. You can activate this skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you may search your deck for a Harpy card, reveal it to your opponent and add it to your hand instead of doing your draw. A lot of these skills are involving adding. I think I'm starting to prefer the skills in brains. Tribute Sinji. If you have an Amazon monster and a Harpy monster in your head, reveal them and draw one. If you control an Amazon monster and a Harpy monster, draw two. Each of these skills can only be used once per duel. So you can only use this like twice. Put this card over when you activate this skill. Alright. And now for her deck. We have got Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3. Harpy Lady Sisters. Amazon Chainmaster. Amazon Swordswoman. Amazon Sage. We got Birdface ×2. Sonic Shooter. I feel like we've got less monsters, or is it just me? Eligo Egotis ×2. Triangle S3 Spark. Cyber Shield. Harpy Hunting Ground. Amazon Heirloom. Amazon Archer. Windstorm of Request. And Shadow Eyes with Wind Tornado. Alright. I think the Harpy deck could have been a little bit improved. Just like probably with a few more Harpy cards, maybe. Yeah, at least like swap these out with like the main go-to Harpies at the very least. Or maybe Konami's just not giving us the more stronger cards for reasons. This is a star deck after all, like stars. Anyway, let's go back in here. That is it for this structured deck video, guys. I would say I prefer these than the other one. If I have to say which one I say is the most strongest, I'll probably go with the Joey because of my luck. Then Kaiba. Maybe. I haven't used them, but yeah. Will I say you can probably get a little bit of a stronger deck, like a 40 card deck, if you get more packs? Yeah. You'll probably need more Blue Eyes White Dragons. You can then use the polymerization of this, and then find a way to get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon out. I'm not quite sure on these Speed Duel rules. I'm pretty sure you have to use cards that say Speed Duel, that Speed Duel tattoo. If so, that's just painful. But that's it for this video, guys. I'm now probably going to look more into these Speed Duel rules so I can try and see if I can use more cards. So until next time, guys, this is me, signing out. Bye-bye.